Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of new information to go over. New mystery gifts have dropped for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We also have new Pokemon trademarks, huge rumors to take a look at regarding Legends EA, Generation 5 remakes, Generation 10, and also Nintendo updates to take a look at. There's a lot of things to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is the first mystery gift that we're going to be going over today. It was tweeted out by HDvee. It went live yesterday, I do believe. It's quite a limited time one. You have until the 30th of June 2024 to redeem it. So a little bit of time, but obviously make sure to do it sooner rather than later so you don't forget about it. It is a Gyarados from the Asia Championships, fully IV trained, fully EV trained, in a Cherish Pool, competitive moveset, everything you want from a mystery gift, apart from the fact that it's not shiny, but that's alright. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Gyarados distribution to celebrate the Asia Championships has been revealed. So the code is Gyarados 2023 SG, so GYARAD0S2023SG. So just put this code in and you will redeem this Gyarados, obviously before the 30th of June 2024. Remember, I do have a Pokemon Guides channel in the description down below where we do post all of the mystery gifts as quick as possible. So if you don't want to wait for these like long form videos, then you want to hear about the mystery gift straight away, make sure to go subscribe to that channel. Anyway, that is the Gyarados mystery gift. We also have another mystery gift that has been announced, and this is happening next Sunday, or this Sunday should I say, on the 19th of May. So obviously we had the Sprigatito mystery gift a while ago from the anime, and now we're getting a Quaxly one, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Fuecoco one down the line as well. But either way, we have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, a new distribution has been announced. Receive a Quaxly based on Dot's Quaxly with a code available in the episode of Pokédoco on May the 19th. So yeah, not sure if this is going to be a limited time one or whatever, but this is happening on the 19th of May, so this Sunday, for a Quaxly in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. I'm not sure if it's going to have the same ribbon as Lyco's Sprigatito. It probably will, but we'll have to wait and see. But either way, that's another mystery gift that is going to be going live this weekend. So let's move on. We have new Pokemon trademarks to take a look at. This was tweeted out by PokeExperto. So Nintendo, Creatures, and Game Freak have registered this trademark in Japan. It's called Super Electric Breaker. It is probably the name of a Pokemon TCG collection that will arrive at the end of the year. So obviously it's just been, revealed the new Dragon set. We do know that there's going to be dragons from the Generation 5 games in that, as well as I think Colress was also revealed. So I wouldn't be surprised if like Zekrom is in a Super Electric Breaker or something like that, because they seem to be doing a lot of Generation 5 kind of hinting and stuff in the TCG lately. It's going to be happening in the Dragon set. This is also most likely another TCG set, and so this may also have Generation 5 cards as well. Again, we're still really hoping to see something regarding Generation 5 remakes happening this year. Maybe it's going to be in next month's Nintendo Direct. Maybe it's going to be in a Pokemon Presents in like July, June, or August, whatever. But fingers crossed that we do get something for Pokemon this year, because things are stale right now. We know nothing about Legends EA, and we just want something to look forward to this year. But again, might be some more sort of Zekrom or Generation 5 hints in this regarding electric type Pokemon. But either way, those are the latest TCG or at least latest Pokemon trademarks, whatever. Moving on, we also have new Nintendo updates to take a look at as well. So this is quite big for me, and I'm assuming a lot of other people as well. We have Nintendo here tweeting out saying, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa reaffirmed that the company will continue to release physical games. So this is the question, and basically the answer was yes. Digital sales and digital sales ratio increased. Our basic policy is not to simply increase the ratio of digital sales, but to maximize game software sales, included packaged software sales, and this policy will remain unchanged. In doing so, we need to improve convenience for both customers who play packaged software and customers who play downloadable versions, which we would like to continue making improvements and innovations in the future. This was machine translated, and then that's the official question and answer and stuff like that. So basically, physical cartridges and physical games are still going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. A lot of people are worried that it's only going to be digital, which in the grand scheme of things is quite bad. because digital is always like max price and stuff. You're always paying like as much as you possibly could for a game, whereas if you buy a physical copy off a website, they usually do like discounts and deals, and it's usually never the exact amount that is on the digital store. Obviously the convenience of getting it digitally is really nice, because as soon as it goes live at midnight or whatever, you can just download it straight away and you've got it. But yeah, with physical games, it's nice to have an actual physical copy. Like every single Pokemon game is going to be like still physical for the foreseeable future, which is really nice, because it's just nice to own them. And you know, it's always the threat that if something happens digitally, you lose all your stuff, whereas on the physical stuff, you've always got the game that you can just obviously play. So yeah, very happy to hear that they're continuing with physical copies, and also as well as that, it just kind of helps the idea of backwards compatibility, because if they are still saying, you know, we're still going to do physical games, even though backwards compatibility is very likely to be for the Nintendo Switch 2, it's just good that they're still going to be using physical cartridges. So there's probably going to be 2 physical kind of cartridge slots on the Nintendo Switch 2, one for the Nintendo Switch games and then one for the Nintendo Switch 2 games. So yeah, either way, really good news coming out of that. We do also have Stealth here talking about what we could potentially be, or kind of what the situation is regarding Nintendo this year. Again, we are getting a big Nintendo Direct in June next month, which we're all really, really excited for. But this is kind of the situation that we've had so far this year for Nintendo. So we have Stealth here tweeting out, saying, for this being Switch's last year as Nintendo's primary system, Nintendo is releasing games almost every month. So in January, we got another Code Recollection. In February, we got Mario vs. Donkey Kong Remake. In March, we got the Princess Peach Showtime. We got nothing in April. In May, we got Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door. In June, we're getting Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. In July, we're getting NWC NES Edition. And then in August, September, October, November, and December, we don't know what we're getting. But they've only missed 1 month so far where they haven't dropped something. But obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of kind of remakes and stuff like Mario and Donkey Kong. The Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion, stuff like that, NWC, like all of these remakes, remasters, ports. I'm definitely expecting that to be the situation that we get with the Nintendo Direct in June. I'm expecting a lot of remasters, remakes, and ports. Again, that might make it more likely for Pokemon remakes of Generation 5 to get revealed, who knows. But it is going to concentrate on games that are coming out in the kind of latter half of 2024. Nothing so far is what I'd consider a really big release, but it's not like there hasn't been anything. And then for a 7+ years old system, Nintendo's first party lineup is actually pretty decent. That's my point. Nintendo's lineup in 2023 was unbelievable, and this year doesn't compare, but I appreciate the lack of drought. So even though it feels like we've had nothing from Nintendo this year, we have still had a game every single month. But yeah, for August, September, October, November, December, I can expect to see some big hitters for these last kind of 5 months, and hopefully in November, obviously, we do get something Pokemon related. But anyway, that's the Nintendo stuff. That's the trademarks, all the mystery gifts for Scarlet and Violet. Finishing things off for today's video, we do have a new rumor to go over, posted on 4chan. And again, a lot of people in the comments, I have read them, have been saying, you know, why are you still covering 4chan posts if they're always going to be fake and stuff like that, which is fair enough, completely understandable. It's just nice to cover them. I enjoy going over these rumors. I enjoy speculating about these games, whilst there's nothing else to really talk about. And again, whether that's your cup of tea or not, it's completely up to you. You don't have to watch the videos. If you want to watch the speculation, you want to watch the rumors, then obviously that's great. If you don't, that's also fine. You know, nobody's got a gun to your head. Nobody's telling you to watch the rumors and speculation stuff. If you don't want to watch them until actual news comes out, then that's absolutely fine. You know, you don't have to put the same comment every single time saying why you're still covering rumors. It's absolutely fine to not watch the videos. But anyway, this is a rumor that popped up on 4chan. This popped up on the 11th of May, 2024, and it was posted by Anonymous. Again, as always though, take it with a grain of salt. The 4chan rumors, they're unlikely to be true, but still could be true. We've had 4chan rumors in the past that have been completely legitimate, and this could be one of them. You never know. But anyway, they state that they are a close. They have a close source, and they're also attacking Ku as well. So they say, from a close source of mine, Ku is a massive fraud who leeches off the private leaker community. And then he put some pretty foul language at the end of that, which I just crossed out for the younger viewers. But anyway, he's known as a bad person, basically, is what they're saying. Anyway, Pokemon Z8 releases in June 2025. So I think that's a really weird release date for them to drop a big Pokemon game. I wouldn't expect to see it in June at all. Again, for me, it's either going to be before February 2025 or like November 2025. I think they're the only real times I could see this dropping, because if we do get it before the Pokemon Presents in 2025, which is obviously the situation that we've got like Legends Arceus, because that dropped in January, then that would give us something big to get announced on Pokemon Day 2025. But if they don't drop it before Pokemon Presents Day, then obviously it'll have to be kind of November-ish time, because they'll want a game like dropping for those Christmas sales, which is another reason why I think we're going to get Generation 5 remakes this year, because they have absolutely nothing to drop for the Christmas sales. All we have for Pokemon this year is Pokemon Pocket. Ain't no way that's going to be drawing in loads of people to buy it. Like, I don't think they're expecting it to do well, and it should do well. It looks really good from what we've seen, but it isn't going to be anywhere near like a Generation 5 remake or anything like that. But anyway, they're saying the Pokemon ZA releases in 2025 June. It's set before the time of Modern Kalos, obviously set in the past. Again, most likely going to be the outcome for Legends ZA. There might be time travel, it might be set in the future, present day, the past. It could be all three, it could be one, it could be two, you never know. But it looks like the most likeliest option is going to be before Kalos. Again, we don't know how far back in time, but either way, that's when it's apparently going to be set. There's many new Mega Evolutions. Many of it are Kalos Pokemon. So, yeah, I mean, I still think it's weird that we got a new gimmick in Generation 6 and, like, no Generation 6 Pokemon got a Mega Evolution. It's a bit off, you know? So, hopefully the starters get them, you know, maybe something like Aegislash, Sylveon, Pokemon like that would be even more broken. And there's also other Generation 6 Pokemon as well that could really benefit from a Mega Evolution. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm expecting Legends ZA to have some Generation 6 Mega Evolutions. Again, I'm hoping for about 10 to 15. I think that would be a really good kind of amount. I'm not expecting hardly any regional forms. I think we might get like one more legendary, which could be the A Pokemon, maybe like one or two regional forms. But I'm expecting the big sale point from this game to be the new Mega Evolutions, which they know a lot of people love anyway. And then it goes on to say regional Kalosian forms, not many, similar to Arceus. So yeah, I mean, we got a few new forms and evolutions in Arceus before. Obviously, all the ride Pokemon were new forms and evolutions, and then we also got other forms as well. We actually got quite a lot of forms in Legends Arceus. So if we got that many again in Legends ZA, I'd be absolutely fine with that. Obviously, we got the Goodra, we got all the ride Pokemon. There was other forms as well. We got the new legendary. There was a lot of new Pokemon and forms in Legends Arceus. So if we got anything similar to that, it'd be pretty cool. And then it goes on to say, story is about building the modern Kalos after a war. We join an organization named Quasar Corps who manages the rebuilding of Lumiose City. They are a very idealistic corporation. However, they are without doubt contain unknown intentions that hijack the rebuilding plan. They learn about the AZ's weapon and intend on using it as the energy source of the city, but is hampered by a group of people related to the younger brother. So, yeah, this is kind of the story that a lot of people are thinking is going to be the case, where we're going to be working for some sort of corporation. It's going to be something to do with Quasar or whatever, just because of the symbols that we've seen for Legends ZA, and they turn out to be evil. You know, a little bit like the Aether Foundation, which, again, I wouldn't be surprised to see. I could definitely see that being the situation that we have. And then yeah, we're kind of helping them, but in that kind of help, we're also kind of ruining the city, so we have to kind of put a stop to that and everything like that. But I don't know, I could see that being where the story takes place, but either way, we'll have to wait and see. And then it goes on to say some major characters will appear once again in their descendants in the Boken Pokemon game. So Boken Pokemon game, they go on to talk about this. So Codename Boken releases year after, planned to be in late 2026. So I'm assuming this is Generation 10. But it says some major characters will appear once again in their descendants. So, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're referencing Legends ZA there's going to be these descendants, or the descendants are going to be in this 2026 game. Anyway, this says Codename Boken, and it's going to be, yeah, late 2026. References to both Kalos, Galar, and Unova. Again, both means two, so I don't know why I've listed three. But either way, references to Kalos, Galar, and Unova. And there's an unnamed region in lore that suggests a China-based region, which a bunch of new Pokemon related to it, as well characters that will appear in Generation 11. I mean, it's already super far-fetched, but them talking about Generation 11 already, I don't even think Pokemon really have a solid idea of what Generation 11 is going to be out. Because Generation 11 is probably not going to come out till, I don't know, 2028, 2029 maybe. I don't think I mean, they've probably got an idea about it, but I don't think this person would know about it already. Anyway, they go on to say, set in a very large region with 6 smaller regions, which are the state of region. Yeah, I mean, that is a Pokemon game that a lot of people want to see, where you can just go to every single region constantly. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think if we ever got anything like that, it'd have to be like an online sort of game on PC. I just don't think we'd ever have a game which every single region is part of in Pokemon on like the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a powerful console, but it's not going to be powerful enough to be able to, because it's going to be like 6 games in one, and I just don't think that. I think that'd be like the last ever Pokemon game. If they were ever going to do that, it'd just be like, well, and maybe they do that for Gen 10, you never know, but it's just so unlikely. Yeah, I don't really know if they're referencing Gen 10 here, Gen 11, I don't really know. It's worded really badly. Then go on to say Pokemon Black and White remakes will be the only Pokemon title for this year, which again, I'd be absolutely fine with. I don't mind having Pokemon title, you know, a Black and White title this year. It's either Black and White or nothing. It's one of those things, like, would you rather an Ilka Black and White remake or absolutely nothing? I think a lot of people would just prefer the Ilka Black and White remake, because otherwise we get absolutely nothing, you know? It's just one of those things. It says, been in the works before the Pokemon Works is created. Pokemon Works is a team that will dedicate to producing remakes and various spin-offs instead of Ilka. So yeah, we already know that's the case. I mean, we don't know if they're going to be working on spin-offs and stuff, but we know that they are a new subsidiary company formed from Game Freak and Ilka. So this person's done their homework. Largely similar to the Diamond and Pearl remakes, more or less faithful in game's art style, looking similar to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I mean, for me, the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games are the best looking Pokemon games we've ever had. So I don't mind that style at all for Generation 5. I think it actually looked really nice. But yeah, I don't really get, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are quite different to BDSP. Like, they're more of a retelling than a faithful remake, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because there's like different characters, like we play as different protagonists, the rival's different. Obviously, the regions are a tiny bit different with no Safari Zone and stuff like that. So yeah, it's more of a retelling than like a faithful remake. But yeah, I don't really know which one they're kind of going for more. Diamond and Pearl remakes, so Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They then go on to say, has the region of Black and White 2 and largely follows the storyline of Black and White 1, which is, I guess, a little bit impossible because obviously things change between those games. Black and White 2 content is accessed through post-game, but no Black and White 2 story. So yeah, this doesn't really make sense at all. A lot of things are very jumbled. A lot of things just kind of counteract with each other. So calling massive BS on this one, but yeah, I mean, there's not really anything that I really like about this either. There's nothing that really jumps out at me that I'll be like, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Obviously, Generation 5 remakes would be great to have this year, but apart from that, a lot of it is just it's just not really that good. So yeah, calling BS on this. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this rumor. Let me know your thoughts on the Nintendo stuff as well. What do you think is going to get announced in the Nintendo Direct next month? Thoughts on physical cartridges still being a thing, and also thoughts on the trademark. Do you think it's going to be related to Generation 5 remake hints as well with like the TCG? And also make sure to get your Gyarados mystery gift code as well. But that's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. And until next time, peace.